Live now. Right, we'll get started. Welcome to the Speakers Practice and our Wednesday webinar. Hi, I'm Adrienne McLean, the founder of the Speakers Practice. The Wednesday webinar theme is Speaking to Promote. Speaking is a fabulous marketing strategy to bring awareness to your business and for your audience to get to know you. In the Speaking to Promote Wednesday webinar, we are speaking to professionals who can help you to promote your business by speaking, whether it is a presentation or numerous other ways to promote your business. This is a free 30-minute session. In the marketing system I follow, Book Yourself Solid, this webinar is an always have something free to offer event, where you will meet amazing business people who can help you promote your business. We are thrilled to have Greg Smith from Thinkific join us today from Canada. Hi, Greg.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank
Great to be
you.
here.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
The title of our discussion today is Build Your Brand and Revenues with Online Courses. Greg Smith began teaching online in 2006. With his first course, he was earning $10,000 per month as a part-time project while practicing law full-time. Greg is the co-founder of Thinkific, a web solution that allows you to build your brand, gain clients, and earn passive revenues while selling online courses right on your website. In this webinar, Greg will walk you through some of the key tips about online courses and show you how you can launch your own branded courses. Greg, this sounds absolutely fantastic. I'm going to pass over to you and we can hear all about your program.
Sure, great. I'd love to. Well, thanks again for having me here. And as you mentioned, yeah, my background is previously as a practicing lawyer, but also I've been teaching online for about 10 years now. So some of what I'm going to say is going to come from my experience in teaching my own online courses and building my own online courses personally, but also now with having worked with thousands of instructors, helping them produce their own online courses, and also with global organizations and even universities in producing their online training programs. So let's see, I'll pull up my slides here and we can hop into it.
So what was your first online course about?
It was actually for the LSAT. So I had gotten into law school and was teaching live LSAT courses in the classroom, and ended up teaching. Have you got my screen share there?
Yes, yeah. I have.
So we were teaching live classes on the LSAT, and then decided to take that online.
Fantastic! Wow.
So I'll take you through a little bit of that story as well here. I think our mission is really to empower experts to scale themselves through teaching online. So a lot of people, big part of their business is through their expertise, and we work with people like that to help scale themselves because they're often limited by their time or the time of their employees or the time of the consultants or other experts that work with them. And when you start teaching online, especially when you create on-demand courses, you can really scale yourself to people all over the world and extend your geographic reach to pretty much anywhere. So with Thinkific, I'll give you a quick summary of what we're doing. We essentially give you the tools to very quickly create your own online school or your own online courses and deliver them online, whether that be to clients or to potential clients or just to the masses on the web. We give you your own online school under your brand on your website to sell courses online.
Wow, sounds fantastic.
Yeah, and it's worked quite well. This actually here is a screenshot of my first course. You were mentioning how I got started. So This is from my first course. This was produced about 2004, and I mentioned I was teaching a live LSAT class, and I had a blog, and decided to put this together. So it had no video involved in it. It was just some PowerPoint with voiceover, essentially. And in the first month, we sold 10 copies at $30 a piece, so $300. Not really enough to leave my law career, but something interesting. And over the next couple of years, as a part-time project, we built it up through some marketing efforts to do about $10,000 a month in sales. And that's where we started to think, okay, maybe there's a full-time opportunity here to get into online education. Plus, I absolutely love teaching and learning, and so that's where we dove into online education full-time. So we've come a long way there from me teaching my one course online. I don't really teach much online except to our clients to help them grow their businesses. But here's some of the people they work with. So some of these people are corporate consultants, experts. One on the left, Barbara there, has a consulting team of about 50 different consultants based out of New York and consults to Fortune 500 companies, huge organizations, at the C-level and all the way down throughout the organization. And some of our other people here are just individual consultants or smaller teams, but they're all out there trying to spread their expertise to their clientele and share their knowledge with the world. And so we essentially work for these people in trying to improve their business. So I want to take a look a little bit about why they're teaching online now. One is that they can get more clients. So when you offer something online, obviously you get a much bigger reach, and you can reach more clients, especially if you're starting with sharing your expertise through online courses. Another is to actually serve your existing clients better or new clients better, and that is because you can now offer them something in addition to your potentially live training or workshops, as you can offer them these online courses, and that allows them to extend where they offer the courses and who they offer them to. And for a lot of these clients, it's kind of about ticking the e-learning box. Their training departments are looking for a little bit more than just coming in and doing a workshop. They actually have it in their evaluation of experts and trainers and consultants to look for e-learning as an option. And another big important reason that people are working with us is the generation of passive revenue. When you're selling your expertise, even at $1,000 an hour, you're always limited by the hour. When you start selling online, you can be sleeping or out fishing and have people purchasing your course, taking your course, and generating revenue for you. So we went out and talked to a lot of these experts to find out what their requests were, what they were looking for. When I started teaching online, there really wasn't a lot of opportunity or place to teach online, not a lot of software or ways to do it, and if there was, it was really complicated and expensive to set up. So and we developed our own system. When we started offering it to others, we looked at what requests they had, and one really important thing was that they would own the audience and the clients. They didn't want to put it into a marketplace of courses or share it out on someone else's website. They really wanted to own their clients, and that was really the most important thing, because they're building their brand, they're building their audience. And part of that was about owning the brand. So again, not sharing it out on some other site, but having it on their site under their own brand. And so this was another thing we heard, is they actually wanted it to be located on their own website when they offered their courses. And they wanted, of course, to own the intellectual property or the IP. They didn't want to spend all that time producing a course or sharing their expertise and give up rights to the intellectual property. So we actually did everything that we do meets all of these requirements, and we help people build their own audience, their own clients with online on-demand courses on their website under their brand, and they own everything, all of their IP, and a whole lot more. They also own a lot of data and everything that they can use to follow up with their clients.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, and it's really working quite well for a lot of people. You know, everything from generating passive revenue to bringing in new clients and really serving some of their existing clients better. So I just want to take a look a little bit about what some people have looked at putting their own program together, and this is how I looked at it when I first got started, is if you want to set up your own online courses on your website, these are kind of some of the tools you're going to end up using. You'll need something like a PayPal to collect payments if you want to sell your courses. You might need a Vimeo or some kind of video player to play your content, whether it's PowerPoint or video. You'll need Amazon or something like that to host it all. You might need Wishlist or some other way of managing your member platform, so you have an area where your students can go that other people can't reach. And then you generally need a marketing site or just a place to have your website like WordPress. So you'd need to go to all of these different tools, often paying for them, and then you'd need to kind of mash it all together with a guy like this, your software developer, who's going to charge you a fair amount for it. And really, at the end of the day, people who have been doing this, they end up with something they're not entirely happy with because it doesn't look great and it still doesn't really meet all of their needs because you're just pulling together a whole bunch of different resources. So that's really where we come in and fill that gap is by giving people a one-stop shop for all of these solutions. So what we do give you is the ability to create the course, distribute the course, sell the course, collect payment for the course that gets deposited direct into your bank account, and then give a beautiful learning experience for the people who are actually buying the course. So some of the benefits really here is that, as I said, you're going to own your own audience and your clients. You do it under your brand on your site, and you own all of the intellectual property and everything that comes with it. Essentially, you're creating your own business through your online course. And we talked a little bit about this already, but where do the courses sit? Students arrive at your website, they check out the courses on your site, they buy it on your site, they take the course on your site, but we take care of all the technology and the hosting. So really, from your end, setting this up can take minutes. In fact, we had someone come by last week and built an entire course, launched it, and actually made their first sale all within about an hour and a half. So they were generating revenue within an hour and a half. Now, they did have their content ready to go. They'd shot some video and done some screen recordings, and all they had to do was upload it to our site, but it was a very quick process to get them up and running. So here's a look at here's a quick look at what some of it can look like. Here's one of our instructors, Russell, teaching a course on leadership, and Russell here delivers his courses primarily through video. You can also add other interactive components as well, but Russell here is teaching through his video courses, and this all resides on his website. Once you have it launched, it's actually accessible through any device, so whether people have a large monitor, a laptop, a tablet, or even on their phone, they can take the course there. And you can create interactive elements like quizzes very, very easily and track the progress through the course. We track the progress both for you but also for the students, and it's kind of gamified, and that is really important in online education these days because when you're creating online courses, typically the completion rates can be low for some of the big platforms out there. We've created it in a way that it's gamified and that it encourages you to move through the course. And when I say gamified, I don't mean it's a game, but it's gamified in the way that LinkedIn does it, and that's that they encourage you to continue to take that next step. They break things up into bite-sized pieces, and we do exactly that. So it really improves the learner experience, and we have very high completion rates for our courses, which means more people are being more satisfied with your product, and they're more likely to share it or refer other people to it. So one question.
I've seen just a little bit of one of the programs that you've had, and it looks absolutely beautiful. The presentation's fantastic.
Great, yeah, and we do have sample courses on our site, so if people want to check that out, they can always go and check out some of the sample courses as well. So one question I do get a lot is course production, and this is for people, a lot of people out there, they've already shot some videos, maybe at a workshop they've done, or they've had them professionally produced, or they've shot them themselves, or they have PowerPoint, but not everyone knows how they can get started actually producing the content for their course. And we can help you with this, but here's a few ways you can do it. One is video, and this can be done through a webcam. It can be done through a professional video camera. Some of the pro consumer cameras out there now, I mean, even the new iPhones, their cameras are absolutely amazing in terms of the ability to shoot high quality HD video. So there's a lot of ways that you can do this. I really recommend video for online training. If you're delivering and people can kind of see your face, they get a lot more out of it. And speaking of which, actually, I think I have my. I'm just gonna turn back on my camera here. So I think that will pull it up so people can see me as well. You still have my screen share there with the slides?
Yes, that's
Great.
it.
Okay. So video is one option that I really favor. Another is PowerPoint with VoiceOver, so you can display your PowerPoint and record a voiceover. And the new PowerPoint, even everything from PowerPoint 2010 and on, there's a feature in there where you can just play through your record slideshow, you can play through your PowerPoint, record voiceover to it, and then when you save it, you can save it as a movie, and it will actually publish your PowerPoint with your voiceover timed to the slides as a video file, and then you can deliver that as a video course, and that works well on the system as well. You can also use other slideshows like Keynote and Prezi, and pretty much our system supports any kind of content that you want, so whether it's audio files, PDF, quizzes, you can put all of that in there, even surveys to collect data. Another option that a lot of people have used is getting videographers. They're fairly inexpensive these days. You can often get them for $15, $20 an hour, and you can have them come in and professionally shoot you to quickly produce a course and publish that. And it makes it often look a little bit higher quality and isn't at a very high cost. So that's another way to do it as well. And then we can also help you as well. So we've got about 10 years producing our own courses and, of course, helping a lot of other people produce their courses, so we're always happy to help. One thing that we don't do for the most part is marketing for you. So once you've got your course up and running, it's on your site, there's a number of ways that you can market it. That can be through outbound channels. Outbound generally is where you're actually reaching out to people. You give them a call or an email. This can typically be to your existing clientele or lists that you have. Inbound is through marketing efforts, and we'll go into a little bit more on some of these. So inbound marketing, where you're putting content out there on LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook and drawing in leads to have an interest in your course. Another one that can be really powerful is partnerships and partners and affiliate networks. And we actually give you, built within our platform, the ability to create your own affiliate partners. And that means that you can essentially turn anyone into an affiliate partner, give them some kind of referral fee, and they can go and sell their course for you. So if you have a course on leadership and you know someone who has a great blog or a LinkedIn group that specializes in leadership, or where the members might be interested in your course, they can share your course and you can actually pay them a commission for any course that comes from that partner. And then, of course, our system's actually built up to turn new customers into customer referrals. So we give them the opportunity to tweet out your course and share it with other people so they can purchase it as well. So on the marketing side, as I mentioned, there's a couple of ways to do it, and really two key areas are either marketing to your online audience or to your existing client base. So for online, some of the channels, if you have a Twitter following, you can always share your course there. Facebook pages, LinkedIn, articles. Articles can be great because you can write an article that's related to your course or a small part of your course, share it on LinkedIn, and refer back to your course for more information. So people then pass around the article, share it because it's free, and then end up back at your course where they can potentially purchase a course from you. If you have a list of clients, potential clients, past clients, business list, you can always send out your courses to that. And webinars, actually, like this one, can be very useful for selling courses, where you go out and do a webinar where it's essentially a small portion of your course or an introduction to your course, share some of the stuff that they're going to learn, tell them a bit more about the course, and then offer them the course through your site. And really, what a lot of you can do here is give generate leads by giving a sample. So you give a sample course for free, potentially, and we do allow you to do free courses in our system as well. You can write an article or do a webinar where you're giving essentially a sample of you and your ability to teach and the kind of thing that you're teaching, and that drives people back to your online courses where they get more. For existing clients, you can package this up with your live training and offer it as a package of live combined with online courses. We've seen a lot of consultants do really well with this, where they go in and they say, okay, I'll do a workshop for your 50 employees, but I'm also going to give you the online training package that they can use to preview. They can review it after the course, and you can share it with people in other geographic regions, and you can charge per person or give volume discounts that way as well. It does increase your geographic reach for clients. If you're typically located in Sydney and you have a hard time reaching clients in the United States, you could, through an online course, reach people really anywhere in the world. And there's a lower barrier to entry as well. So with online courses, you can often charge less for your time than you otherwise would. If you're coming in and charging $10,000 for a half-day workshop, you could offer that same course online for $100 or $200 and because you're selling multiple copies of it and you don't facilitate it, really you can offer that at whatever price you want, and that creates this lower barrier to entry where existing or potential clients could pick up your expertise at a lower price point and then decide now they want to use you in the live scenario or bring you in as a speaker.
Because it can be like reinforcement of a live course. So you can give a copy of a online course as reinforcement and as an extra learning experience from the actual day face-to-face training.
Yes, yeah, exactly, yeah, and that can be useful as well because now they can go away. If you come in and do, a lot of people, companies are looking for these half-day or full-day or even 2-day long workshops, and you come in and do that, and with people's attention span and ability to retain information, they're not going to retain 8 hours or 16 hours or even 4 hours of material. But as you said, if you give them that on-demand online review package, those students can now walk away and review that anytime they want. So yeah, it's great as a review package after a live course. And you can also use it as a new offering to new potential clients. So it's something new that you have. You can put out there that people who may have been interested in using you or haven't heard of you could now check it out as a new offering, and then again lead to leads for potential live workshops as well. Some of the marketing tools, we actually give you access to all sorts of marketing tools, and we plug in with them, so our system works closely with these, and they include MailChimp and Aweber. These are really great for disseminating automated email campaigns. So as people come in and take an interest in you or your courses, you can have automated emailing campaigns that follow up with them, and this is really important for marketing, is to stay in touch with people, and if you have that always set up as an automated chain of emails, you can really see much higher conversion rates and higher sales. Another tool that we give you is detailed analytics and reports, so you can see everything going on, and you can do this both to build better courses, but also just to see what's going on with your course from a marketing perspective, to see where you're gaining people, where you're losing people. So we give you all of that data to work with as well. And we integrate socially into social media platforms. We allow people to sign in with their LinkedIn account or tweet things out. And by doing that social integration, that really increases your ability to sell. I'm just going to take a look a little bit now at some of our pricing plans. So we do have some monthly fee options. However, for getting started, we actually have a plan that doesn't cost you anything, and we really don't make money until you start selling your courses and you make money. And at that point, we take a 10% transaction fee. So if you sell your course for $100, we'll take $10. The credit card company actually takes $3, and the other $87 goes to you, and that gets deposited directly into your account. So that's our intro level plan. And then if you start selling a lot of courses, some of our really successful people want, they're selling, hundreds of thousands of dollars in courses. They want to reduce those transaction fees, so we move them more to a standard monthly plan. So just to review some of the reasons why people are using us, they're really using us to get more clients, to serve their existing clients better by giving them this online training, to allow their clients to tick the e-learning box, and of course to earn passive revenue. And really all of this comes down to one thing, which is scaling your expertise. Because again, if you're teaching live all the time or relying on you or your consultants or employees' time and hours to make money, there's a limit of how many hours in a day and how big you can scale yourself. But with on-demand online courses, there's really no limit to how much you can actually scale your business. So I hope that was really useful. Happy to answer any questions if you have them. Yeah, sorry.
Well, I think getting started is one thing. What do we do to? Where does the Thinkific program fit into our website? How does that work?
Right. So if you go to set up your course, you'll actually create your own site with your own course in it instantly, and then you can add your brand, your logo, whatever images you want to it to make it look and feel just like your site. And then once you're ready, you can bring that over to your site. And you can do that in a couple of ways. One, by just linking to it. And the other is you can actually bring it right into your site, so it will be actually at the same URL. So if your website is mysite.com, this could be something like courses.mysite.com and actually reside right in your site. And that only takes about 5-10 minutes to set up.
So just into WordPress and Joomla and those platforms?
Yeah. Regardless of how your site is built, we give you the ability to drop this right into your website. So it doesn't matter whether it's WordPress, Joomla, or anything else. You're all set to go.
And yeah, so we set it up on your platform and then embed it into our website. Yeah. So do you give any sort of structure on how to set the courses up? Is there any training on uh, e-learning courses and
Yeah, we actually have
design?
a whole bunch. We have a whole support center with a whole bunch of resources on how to build your course, how to set it up, how to create it. Our software is fairly opinionated, so it'll help you create a course that will be accessible by people. So we help you break it into chapters and different pieces. Because some courses out there end up with just a 2-hour long video, and it's less of a course and more of a movie. And unless you're really engaging and entertaining, you're going to lose people. So we let you break that up very easily, insert things like quizzes, and we help show you how to do that. And then we also have a whole bunch of training around actually marketing and distributing your courses as well.
Do you have any advice? Is there advice in the training about setting up of quizzes and how to prepare a quiz?
We do have a quiz engine that allows you to create quizzes, and we have a bunch of samples and templates. I don't think we have any training yet at this point about how specifically to prepare quizzes. Although I would say that, we have a little bit on how to set them up, but not so much the psychology behind creating educational quizzes. Generally, most people who use our quiz engine are using it less from an evaluation perspective, like you would get in school, and more from a continuation of learning. So if I've just talked to you about how to create an online course, I might have 1 or 2 quick multiple choice quiz questions that just check to see if you were watching, and not make them very difficult, just make them more of a check to make sure that you're engaged and you're moving along. And that just encourages people to stay engaged and stay listening and be ready to actually answer that question when it's over. And if they can't answer the question, they know, well, this is a pretty simple question. I should probably go back and rewatch that lesson. So that's generally what a lot of people use the quizzes for, but it's also there as an assessment tool if you want that as well.
Sounds fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Greg, for your time and just going through the Thinkific site. It just sounds incredible. Very useful for today's online world.
Thanks. Well, I really appreciate it. I appreciate being here, and we're always happy to help. So if you or any of your audience are interested, we're definitely happy to help them in getting everything launched and started and questions they have along the way.
With
I lost you there. Hello? Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I don't know what's going on. Google Plus is having a little bit of a
Yeah, I lost you for a second there.
technical thing. I don't know if it's busy or what, but I just wanted to ask if you don't mind sharing your slides with me, and I will embed the slides and create a video from it.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that my apologies. Right in the middle, there was a little family thing
Oh, I
going
didn't really
on
hear it.
there, and couldn't get a. So anyway, my apologies for that.
Oh, no problem. I
But
didn't really hear it.
anyway, anyway, it was great, and I
Yeah.
just think it's such an amazing. Do you call it a platform, or what do you call? What
Yeah,
do you call?
platform. I mean, what I guess people in the industry would call it is it's software as a service. Because
Right.
old software, you would have to download it and install it on your computer. But ours is all in the cloud. So you just like Webinar Jam, you don't actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love the fact that it is. You can use it on your website, on your on your computer as a website, and then you can go onto your iPhone and your iPad and use it like an app, I suppose, or like it's all
Yeah,
one of the same.
yeah,
That's really
yep.
clever.
Thanks.
Yeah. Because I struggle. I'm not really great at apps.
Yep,
I use them on my phone, but I really want, and it might be just because I'm used to, software, but
yep.
I really prefer to have some website rather than apps. I'm not really that, I don't, well, I use them, but um, I find them a bit tricky at times.
Yeah. Well, I think more and more people are, and more software is going the way of just a website that is available on your phone as opposed to an app.
Oh, that's
So you're
good.
probably ahead of the times.
Well, yeah, well, so but anyway, look, thank you, and yeah, it would be really great. I think another webinar would be like how to just just a step-by-step process to go through to create an uh, online training program with Thinkific, and
Yeah, yeah, that'd
that
be
would
fun. We
be
could do something like that.
yeah, that would work really well just to keep the momentum up and uh, give people the idea, the steps. Because I have a physiotherapist that has done video training with us, and she's wanting to put online training onto her website.
Yeah,
She couldn't attend today, so
yeah,
I'm going to give her the video. But
great,
it's really exactly exactly what you've got is what she's looking for. So
great,
it's perfect. Yeah.
great. Huh.
Uh, Anyway, well, thank you, and thank you for the being a late night for you. So,
No, no problem. It's fine. I will. I'll share the slides with you. And normally in the slide deck, I have our website address and I show them where to go on our website. But I took that out because I wanted you to get credit for anyone that you share this with. So what I would suggest is in the video and in the YouTube video description is put a link maybe to that page that I gave you, because anyone who goes there gets credited back to you.
right, okay, yes, I'll do that. Yeah,
Great.
fantastic. Well, thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks, Greg. Speak
Yeah.
soon.
We'll talk again soon. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay, bye.